Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brandon Drake, and I'm a functional nutrition coach. And today, we're actually going to be talking about the six little known culprits that are keeping you exhausted and the fastest ways to increase your energy today. Um, yeah, and we're not going to talk about any kinds of supplements or caffeine to help address those energy needs. So I'm going to get started without further ado. And also, to like I said, my name is Brandon Drake, and I represent Heartful Foods, which is my business. And I love sharing information to those people that are willing to hear me out so they could improve their overall lifestyle and their overall health. So let's get started. So, do you wake up actually feeling tired and want to keep hitting the snooze button just to get a few more minutes of sleep? And do you find yourself reaching for sugar or caffeine at various times of the day to actually get through the day? And I want to let you know that you could actually get your energy back and stop feeling like you've got to hit the snooze button in the morning. And I created this talk or this presentation because fatigue and low energy is really one of the things I hear many complaints about most often, both from my clients and my health coaching practice and from family and friends. And I've also experienced it as well. And I'll tell you more about that later. So, fatigue seems to be rampant. One of the different, I guess, disorders that are a common symptom with fatigue is metabolic disorders, for example, prediabetes. So, according to the CDC, 88% of adult Americans have prediabetes. These are adult Americans, and one in three of those adult Americans, they don't even know. Actually, that basically one in three adults have prediabetes, but 84% of them don't even know that they have it. And having a metabolic disorder is associated with actually having energy issues or fatigue issues. But that's just one of many reasons why people experience fatigue. But what bothers me more than that is that for some reason, we've actually come to the conclusion that it's just normal to be tired. And it's just a side effect of being busy and having a full life or just getting older. And what I want you to know is that if you're struggling with low energy, which I'm assuming some of you are, or you might know somebody that has those fatigue struggles, that it absolutely can change for the better. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you here today. So imagine what could happen if your energy level was stable from the time you woke up to when you went to sleep. You'd be able to handle stress better. You'd be able to be more patient with yourself and everyone in your life, and you would think more clearly and be more productive. And you would be able to enjoy your life and have the energy to do the things that you really want to do instead of just quote unquote getting by. Think about what all that would mean for you. Think about how much happier you could be because you had more energy. So I just wanted to let you know that you are in the right place. And you're in the right place if your lack of energy gets in the way of being truly productive at work, exercising regularly, preparing simple but healthy meals for yourself and your family. And before I go any further, you might be questioning to yourself or wondering why I'm here speaking to you about boosting your energy. So I actually know firsthand what it feels like to be tired and want to feel like myself again and be more productive and motivated and full of energy and be able to enjoy work with family, my work and time with my family and the things that are truly important to me. So basically, when I had a corporate job in the early 2010s, I was working as a data integration specialist at a software company. Very boring. That's why I quit my job to do something more meaningful, like I am now. But basically, I was experiencing a lot of fatigue, and I just thought that because I was working always between 9 to 12 hours a day, uh, that was the reason for my fatigue. And so I was very stubborn, and I figured, you know what? Once I go on vacation, once I have more free time, or go back to having 8 hours a day, I'll go back to normal. But what happened was I actually went to the doctor, not because I was worried about my fatigue, it's because I go to the doctor once a year just to make sure everything's all right with me in terms of my health status. So after going to the doctor had told me that I had prehypertension and I had deficiencies in vitamins and minerals. And so that was kind of a wake up call for me to really start uh, being more proactive with my health. And so what I did is I taught myself how to cook. I was watching a whole bunch of health documentaries, reading a lot of books or whatnot related to health because I really wanted to resolve these health issues because I've had family members that have had metabolic problems related to diabetes or cardiovascular disease. and some of them has passed away and struggled, and I didn't want to have to go through that as I got older. And so yeah, I took it upon myself to really put in a lot of effort to help restore my health. And so also too, I wasn't really happy with my job, so I was always trying to find out what I wanted to do, where I could actually make a difference in people's lives or help other people, knowing that I'm actually contributing to society. I felt like with my corporate job, I wasn't doing that. So finally, I realized through one of my family members who told me, Brandon, I know you are looking for a new career. Why don't you do something with health and nutrition? Because you're so involved and you're so passionate about it. You should do that. And I was like, wow, what a great idea. So what I did, I saved my money up, paid off all my school loans and everything like that, and just made sure I had a good enough savings to reinvest in myself. So I quit my job. I went to holistic nutrition and culinary arts school, which is basically a school to learn how to cook for people with certain conditions and develop meal plans for them and actually cook healthy, tasting, healing meals. Also, too, I went to nutrition school because I really want to learn the connection between the food part and the nutrition side. So I think it would be more valuable to really learn both parts of health when it comes to food preparation and nutrition. So I did that. And while I was doing that, I actually used myself as a test dummy to basically resolve all my health issues. So after school, after I gained all this knowledge, I was able to really resolve all my health issues. I no longer had prehypertension. I no longer suffered from bouts of fatigue. I was no longer deficient in vitamins and minerals. So that just proved to me that I know that I could help other people out there that are going through those struggles. And I basically use all the knowledge that I learned in school to heal myself, but also to now I use those concepts to help other people. And it really does feel great to know that I'm contributing to society in a positive way, where I'm allowing people to live longer lives, not have to experience these unwanted symptoms such as fatigue. So that's why I do what I do, because I'm really passionate about it. And so, like I said, the results, I reclaimed my energy. And you know what? It changed everything for me. I started using this process with my clients, and they didn't have that afternoon crash anymore. They didn't no longer relied on caffeine and sugar to get through the day, and they began waking up without their alarm clock, which is great. And they started having extra energy. And that basically led me to create what I call the vitality cleanse. And I call it vitality because vitality means energy and strength. And I really help people to restore their energy and strength by teaching them how to create a personalized lifestyle for long term health success. So, what we're going to cover today, we're going to talk about the six culprits that are robbing your energy, the foods and drinks that are your top energy stealing offenders, and one simple strategy that you could implement immediately to avoid that 3 p.m. crash. Also, too, we're going to talk about the fastest ways to increase your energy for good, and it does not involve any kind of magic potions or lotions or supplements or caffeine. We're also going to talk about the five powerhouse energy boosting foods that you could easily integrate into your diet today. So, I'm going to share as much as I can in the time that we have today, and I'm offering a great bonus resource for you as well. That bonus is my healthy, delicious, energy boosting recipe. It's a recipe guide. So, I know a lot of people, they really need easy ways to incorporate these energy boosting foods. And don't worry, because I have you covered with my healthy, delicious, energy boosting recipe guide. This guide basically has a quick and easy meals that you can make that are filled with energy boosting foods that you could give your body the nourishment it needs to increase your energy. And they're normally included in my private health coaching programs, but I love to gift you with this recipe guide, and I'll let you know at the end of this presentation how to get access to this bonus material. So let's talk about what happens when your energy is low. So before my clients work with me, some of their common symptoms and complaints are the following. They wake up begrudgingly, and they begrudgingly drag themselves out of bed, and they use coffee to make it through the morning, or sugar, or a combination of both. And look, as the day progresses, they find they get stressed easily, they get overwhelmed by everything they have to do, they might lose their patience with their family, and they have a hard time getting things done and focusing. So all this actually leads them to be feeling down and out about any number of things in their life. And as they head into the afternoon, their low energy and their down and blue feelings actually cause them to crave sweets and refined carbohydrates and more caffeine to give them that emotional and physical boost. But then, eating those foods actually puts them on a roller coaster of energy, which I'll be talking to you about soon. They get hungrier and then they feel heavier and bloated, and this starts them on a downward spiral of feeling even more fatigued and bad about themselves and in a rut. It's just a continuous cycle of negativity, and I work with my clients to get rid of this unhealthy cycle. So let's talk about the six culprits that are robbing your energy and keeping you drained and exhausted. So as a coach, there are six major things that I see that keeps clients tired and feeling drained. So let's talk about these six culprits, and they're listed here on the presentation. So it's consuming foods and drinks that rob your energy, and having unbalanced blood sugar, which is related to foods and drinks that you're consuming, and also related to your lifestyle, like stress and sleep. Also, to having compromised adrenal health, your adrenal glands sit above your kidneys and they excrete cortisol, which is your stress hormone. And also to not exercising or over exercising. And number five is gut health issues, such as undiagnosed food sensitivities or dysbiosis. Dysbiosis is basically an imbalance of your good and bad bacteria. Usually, you have more bad than good bacteria, therefore, resulting in unwanted symptoms, such as fatigue and many other different types of symptoms. And also, to the last one is being too stressed out and not getting enough sleep. So, those are the six culprits that are robbing your energy that I cover in detail with my clients. So now we don't have time to go into all these six items today shown in that previous slide, but I'm going to help you with the one that will actually give you the quickest win and is really the most fun to talk about. It's to stop consuming foods and drinks that rob your energy. So to some of you, this might not be a fun topic, but later we're going to talk about the foods and drinks that actually give you energy. So we're going to talk about both. So let's take a look at the foods that and the drinks that actually are your energy stealing offenders. So at the top of the list are refined carbohydrates. So we hear talk about carbohydrates all the time, but what exactly is a refined carbohydrate? So foods that fall into this category are things like white pasta, white bread, crackers, pretzels, most cereals, white rice, and most baked goods, such as donuts, croissants, bagels. These are American staples and they're unhealthy. So, why do these foods drain your energy? So, to understand this first, I first need to explain what the word refined means in refined carbohydrates. So, refined means that they're not a whole food. It means that they're foods that have been manipulated and stripped of fiber and nutrients. So, let's take a look at. So brown rice is a whole grain and a complex carbohydrate. This means that it hasn't been processed and hasn't been manipulated. It still has all its fiber and nutrients intact. You see whole grains like brown rice have three parts. So let's take a look at those parts. Those three parts are the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. So these three parts contain elements that are important for your body, including antioxidants, B vitamins, fiber, protein, minerals, and healthy fats. Brown rice contains all three of these parts, but white rice does not. So, all white rice actually started out as brown rice. And to make brown rice white, the bran and the germ are removed in the refining process, and you're just left with the endosperm. So this means that most of the fiber and the nutrients have been removed. This is why white rice is a refined carbohydrate, because it has been manipulated and most of its nutrients have been removed. So you might ask yourself, why do they do this? One of the main reasons is shelf stability. By removing these components of the bran and the germ, it actually increases the shelf stability. So it's a sad fact that some manufacturers put their profits ahead of the consumer's health. Another reason is for cosmetic reasons. Apparently, the pearl white rice apparently is more cosmetically pleasing, so tends to sell better. Also, it's more convenient because it also cooks faster. But here's the thing, I don't want anybody to sacrifice their health for convenience. And millions of people do it daily only to pay for it in the long run, meaning deteriorating health as they age. For example, such things as various levels of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other chronic diseases related to lifestyle choices. So that's the lowdown on what a complex carbohydrate is versus a refined carbohydrate. So not all carbohydrates are bad. So let's talk about why refined Carbs deplete you and make you tired. So when your body digests food, it uses nutrients from the food to do important work, like helping to break down the food properly. But when you eat refined carbs like white rice, which have very few nutrients, your body has to utilize stored nutrients in order to process and break down what you just ate. And using up those stored nutrients depletes you of your energy, causing you to be tired. So, eating refined carbs causes a spike in energy crash cycle, as shown in this graph here. This is when you eat a food and you get a quick energy boost, followed by an ugly crash about an hour, hour and a half later. So, here's why this happens. Because refined grains have been stripped of most of the dietary fiber, they cause your blood sugar to spike, and this drains your body of energy. This happens because your body processes refined carbohydrates very quickly. So when your blood sugar level skyrockets, it feels like an emergency to your body, and your body will do what it needs to get your blood sugar levels back down. So insulin is pumped out by your pancreas, which then causes your blood sugar levels to drop rapidly because your insulin is responsible for taking your blood sugar and moving them into your cells. However, continually elevated blood sugar due to poor eating decisions or eating choices can lead to hardening of the blood vessels known as atherosclerosis, therefore increasing the risk of heart attack and or stroke, and you want to avoid this. So have any of you experienced this energy roller coaster, that up and down, getting that energy high, then that energy crash? So what foods seem to cause this for you? Maybe it's bread, cereal, chips, popcorn, white rice, pasta. Many of the clients I work with experience strong carb cravings. So when I talk to them about this, they say things like, I just can't help myself. I don't have enough willpower. My cravings get in the way. And I smile when I hear this because there's actually a very easy, simple system that I use with clients to end their carbohydrate cravings, carb cravings. So clients are really amazed at how well the system works. And it has actually nothing to do with willpower or depriving yourself. When you dramatically reduce cravings for refined carbohydrates, everything else becomes a lot easier. And this doesn't have to be accomplished by eating less, and like I said, by depriving yourself. It could be accomplished by making some simple changes to your food choices. So here's a pro tip that I teach my private clients in my Vitality Cleanse program or my one-on-one coaching. I basically tell them to start to upgrade the carbs that you're consuming. For example, if you're eating pasta salad for lunch, you can upgrade that meal to include a tasty quinoa salad like the one I include in my Healthy Delicious Energy Boosting Recipe Guide. Or the time that you might go out for Asian food, ask for brown rice instead of white rice and see if that moderates some of that energy crash effect that you may currently get after eating a meal. So one of my past clients, her name is Karen. She actually came to me because she was feeling fatigued every afternoon at work. She was exhausted and didn't feel like she had enough energy to exercise or cook dinner or enjoy one-on-one time with her husband once she got home. But what she realized through our work together is that she'd been eating foods, actually eating refined carbohydrates that were disguised as health foods. For example, she'd been eating like a bagel for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and lots of pasta for dinner. Once she understood that these were refined carbohydrates, she basically made some swaps for whole grains, otherwise known as complex carbohydrates. And within a couple of weeks, she was able to make it through her work with stable energy. And not only that, but she found that she enjoyed her work more. She started exercising a few times a week. She lost weight and had more energy for her relationship with her husband. And she felt better about herself. Her cholesterol also went down. These were just additional benefits she received when fixing her energy levels by making simple food modifications. So you can see how having more energy has really a significant ripple effect on your whole life and benefits other health markers in your life, like your cholesterol, weight loss, your skin, and your mood, just to name a few. So the next energy stealing offender is caffeine. So you might say, hold on, wait a minute. Doesn't caffeine actually get you going and give you energy? Well, the reason is it's because caffeine actually forces your body to pump adrenaline into the body. It's the adrenaline that gives you that energy high. So unfortunately, you pay for that energy later. It's like being broke and getting a cash advance. It's a temporary fix only, And I don't work on making temporary fixes for my clients. I work on creating permanent fixes and changes for my clients and educating them so that they know what to do moving forward. I really want them to be just to be independent. Just like little kids leaving the nest, I want them to be able to fend for themselves so that they could thrive long term. So, caffeine actually increases fatigue, actually causes increased fatigue. And I'm going to explain it in two different ways because I want to make sure people do understand this because caffeine is a staple that is consumed all over the world and is very popular. So, when you consume caffeine, it actually blocks a neurotransmitter called adenosine. Adenosine is something that builds up in the morning and it's building up more and more as the day goes on and gets later into the night. So the thing is, when there's more buildup of adenosine, it actually sends messages to your brain, causing you to become very tired. However, when you consume caffeine, caffeine actually blocks adenosine. So therefore, you're not getting tired and you're still energetic. However, adenosine is still being produced in the background. It's just being blocked. However, when caffeine wears off, the adenosine comes flooding into your brain, attaching to your receptors, sending you a message, and then you all of a sudden get really tired really quickly. So that's why caffeine causes increased fatigue. So the second way I'm going to explain it is when you consume caffeine, whether that's in coffee, soda, or energy drinks, the caffeine blocks a neurotransmitter that causes fatigue, and that neurotransmitter is called adenosine. The whole time adenosine is being blocked, it's still being produced by your body in the background. When the caffeine wears off, there is a buildup of adenosine, and you feel a rush of it all at once, making you feel really exhausted. So I hope you really understood that because I really wanted to get the point across of why caffeine actually causes fatigue. And if you like to add sugar to your caffeinated drinks, you're also experiencing that blood sugar crash we just talked about when we discussed refined carbohydrates. Remember that energy roller coaster goes up and down, up and down. So your energy crash is worsened by consuming caffeine and sugar. So, a pro tip is to boost your energy by obviously eating powerhouse energy boosting foods. So you don't have to rely on caffeine and or sugar. So there are 5 powerhouse energy boosting foods that you could easily integrate into your diet today. And easy is very important because we're all busy. And if you're struggling with low energy right now, I know you need simple strategies that will give you a quick fix. So let's take a look at these 5 powerhouse energy boosting foods. Number one is green and orange fruits and veggies. So you might be wondering why green and orange? And it's because these colors or the green and orange provide good amounts of potassium and magnesium, which will help with your energy levels. Additional benefits of potassium is that it also helps reduce excess sodium in the body. Also, magnesium also helps relax blood vessels, therefore reducing the risk of atherosclerosis, which is hardening of the artery. So there's many benefits for consuming green and orange vegetables. Number two is nuts and seeds, which have iron as well as potassium and magnesium, which remember will help boost your energy. And also, two healthy fats and nuts and seeds will give you steady energy throughout the day. Your body needs fats for brain function and hormonal function. And number three and four is beans and whole grains. I actually like to call it legumes because legumes include beans and things like lentils. So these are complex carbohydrates, and as we discussed earlier, they contain fiber and nutrients. So they're broken down a lot slower by our body, therefore giving you good, stable energy throughout the day. And lastly, number five is animal protein, which is also broken down slowly and helps to stabilize your energy and your blood sugar levels. If you're vegetarian and you're able to eat eggs, those are a great source of protein. But if you're vegan and you don't eat animal protein, that is totally okay. And you could focus more on nuts and seeds and beans for protein or legumes for protein. Also, tofu and my preferred vegan options are miso, which is fermented soy, or tempeh, which is fermented tofu. And fermented is good because fermented just means it's more, the nutrients are more bioavailable, meaning it increases nutrient absorption when you consume it. And just want to touch up on miso. Miso is an underrated condiment that's not really used that much in America as compared to maybe like Japan or parts of Asia or China or whatnot. And Miso makes things so good. I actually feature a lot of my recipes. One of my recipes is a coconut miso herbal soup that some of my clients really love, and I share that in my private program. But yeah, it's a very underrated condiment, and you could use it in your salad dressings, in your marinades, and in your soup. So try out miso, and there's all different types of colors. I think all of them are good, but it's always great to experiment with healthy options, of course. So, depending on where you're at with your food, this list may seem a bit intimidating. So, you may be thinking, okay, so I know what to buy, but I don't know how to make it taste good or make it palatable. Or you might say that you don't have time to cook these foods or to work them into your meals. So, the good news is it's actually really easy and simple. And I love showing my clients how it's easy to incorporate these foods into their lifestyle. As clients start to try new foods, this is one of the areas they rave about. And it's the most fun part, to be honest with you. At first, they think I'm going to make their life more difficult. Instead, I make it easier because I teach them how to simplify their meal planning, shopping, and cooking so that they could actually save time and energy. And remember, at the end of the webinar today, I'm going to share with you how to get my healthy, delicious, energy boosting recipe guide, which will really help you easily incorporate these foods into your diet. So going back on topic, a lot of my family, friends, and even potential clients, they say things like, I don't have time. And I simply respond by saying, well, if you get cancer or heart disease or diabetes, will you have time then to make these fixes? Obviously, they say yes. And then I say, why even get to that unwanted health status? Be proactive now for you and your family and your friends. For me, a long, healthy life is what really matters so that you could spend all that quality time with the people that you care about without having to worry about your health. That's enough motivation for me and hopefully for you to get started on these beneficial lifestyle changes. And one of the quotes that actually really comes to me that I always think about is the quote is, if you think wellness is expensive, try sickness. And also to another quote is, it's not about the weight you lose, but it's not about the weight you lose, but about the life that you gain. So keep that in mind when you're striving to improve yourself when it comes to your health. Okay, so number 3 energy draining offender is sugar and sugary drinks. So sugar and sugary drinks are also refined carbohydrates. And remember what I said, refined carbohydrates have been manipulated and therefore a lot of their nutrients and their fiber have been removed. So obvious things are like candy, cookies, cake, and soda. By the way, a can of Coke has 39 grams of sugar, which is almost 10 teaspoons of sugar. This is 10 teaspoons of sugar in a 12-ounce can of soda. That's roughly 1.5 cups. So a lot of people, when they see grams in the nutrient facts, it's hard to translate how much sugar is in grams. So what I do, the simple math is divide grams by 4. So 39 divided by 4 is a little under 10 teaspoons worth of sugar. And also too, orange juice. A lot of people drink orange juice because they think it's healthy and good for you. Well, the thing is, orange juice had typical orange juice, standard orange juice has 24 grams of sugar in 1 cup. So 24 divided by 4, that's 6 teaspoons of sugar. And the recommended dietary allowance for sugar is between 6 to 9 teaspoons. 6 for women, 9 for men, but for my clients, I limit it to 6. But the thing is, what person do you know is only going to drink 1 cup of orange juice? They drink a lot more. So 24 grams divided by 6, that's 24, no, sorry, 24 divided by 4 is 6 teaspoons of sugar. So if you eat 2 cups, that is 12 teaspoons of sugar. You're getting well more than the amount of recommended dietary intake of sugar. And this is one of many reasons why people are suffering from a lot of diseases or disorders related to lifestyle choices, such as the metabolic disorders, is particularly cardiovascular disease and diabetes is continually growing because we're continually consuming foods that we're unaware of that have so much sugar contained in it. And to go off that, there are also many not so obvious items that appear to be healthy but are loaded with sugar. And it's just because we're not aware of it. Such things as cereal, granola bars, protein bars, fruit and vegetable juice, like I said, orange juice, tomato sauce, ketchup, yogurt, salad dressing, barbecue sauce. And just like with the refined carbs we talked about, these sugar laden foods cause your blood sugar to spike, giving you a quick boost of energy, and then that energy crash, which drains your body of energy. That's the roller coaster energy ride that you don't want to ride anymore. You want to get off that ride. So, additional facts about sugar. When you overconsume sugar, it actually increases the rate of mineral loss via urine or sweat by 300% post consumption for up to 12 hours. And there is no amount of supplementation or dietary support to keep up with this mineral loss. And when there's mineral loss, it actually leads to premature aging, expediting wrinkles and graying hair. And who here can't wait to prematurely age? I don't think anybody wants to prematurely age. Also, too, 1 teaspoon of sugar depresses the immune system for up to 5 hours. And in this current environment, we're always trying to strengthen our immune system so that we don't get sick. So, that's just one thing to keep in mind when it comes to consuming sugar. Also, too, diet and regular soda, they actually contain phosphoric acid, which is good because it helps to prevent mold growth. However, phosphoric acid disrupts nutrient absorption, preventing skin and muscles from getting the needed nutrients. This again speeds up the aging process, giving you more wrinkles and a weaker frame or weaker bones earlier in life. Also, too, diet soda alters your natural hunger hormone called ghrelin. That's GHRELIN. When ghrelin increases, it sends messages that you're hungry. When it decreases, you're no longer hungry anymore. However, diet soda increases ghrelin production. This can basically lead to overeating, causing weight gain over time. So those are just some additional facts about sugar that you should be aware of when you're consuming sugar, because I aim to provide knowledge to people so that they can make the appropriate decisions to be healthier people. So when you reach for sugar, your body's actually trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you that it needs a boost of energy. And one of the reasons you need that energy boost is that you're dehydrated. In fact, 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. So lack of water is actually the number one trigger of daytime fatigue. You see, when you're dehydrated, your blood volume in your body is reduced, and decreased blood volume levels results in lower energy levels, which leads us to our final pro tip of the day. I'm sure you know what it is. It's to consume more water, obviously. This is something that you could implement immediately to avoid that 3 p.m. crash and binging on sugar. It's drinking plenty of water. This strategy will not only dramatically boost your energy levels, but it'll also improve your metabolism. Most of us know that if we eat sugar and junk food that we feel like crap. Remember that energy roller coaster that you want to that's the ride that you don't want to be on. And here are some facts that might surprise you that will shed some light on how water could truly help you. So to give you further motivation to drink that water, keep in mind that when you're well hydrated, your organs are able to perform more optimally. This allows your metabolism to improve, which means you'll burn more calories more quickly. Even mild dehydration will negatively impact your metabolism. So we know water is crucial, not just for having good energy, but for overall health. Also, too, it also helps your liver stimulate the elimination of unwanted waste material. And like I said, your liver is like your body's filter. So just know how important water is and make sure that's part of your daily lifestyle. So to get your water in, it doesn't have to be plain from the tap water. You can make a cup or even a whole pot of herbal or decaffeinated tea that counts as water as well. You can sweeten your tea with stevia, which is a completely natural calorie-free sweetener. You can make your own lemonade using water, a little lemon juice, and stevia. It's a lot better, a lot more healthier than actually buying lemonade from the supermarket, which probably has tons of sugar in it. Also, too, in a pitcher of water, you could put in a slice of fruit like a strawberry or blueberries, oranges, lemons, or lime. It transforms your plain glass of water into the opposite of a plain glass of water, a little bit more exciting. You could also put a tea bag in a pitcher of water and let it flavor your water. I like teas like hibiscus and chamomile, but it's up to you to find what you think is right for you. Also, too, the one topic I want to talk about real quick is companies continue to massively monetize and market water with the latest trending catchphrases, in this case, alkaline. So it's a big waste of money. There's actually no evidence that water marketed as alkaline is better for your health than tap water. There's no science that backs that up. Even my herbalist friend, she said that you can naturally alkalize your water with citrus or with Himalayan salt. So I would rather use things that I get from the supermarket, actual real food, to actually naturally alkalize my water if I'm going to make my water alkaline. So, like I said, citrus fruit such as grapefruit, orange, lemon, lime, or or Himalayan salt will naturally alkalize your water if you truly do want alkaline water. So, the burning question is, how much water do you need? So basically, you take your weight and divide it by two. That is the number of ounces you should aim for each day. So, for example, if somebody weighs 160 pounds, you divide by two, that's 80, which means 80 ounces. And if you want to convert that to cups, you take 80 ounces divided by eight, and that equals 10 cups of water that a person who weighs 160 pounds should be consuming. So look, water intake needs vary based on your level of exercise, the climate that you're in, and other lifestyle factors, but this will give you a starting point. And don't worry if you don't feel like you need water now, and don't punish yourself or beat yourself up for not meeting those requirements on a daily basis. Just know that you could progressively improve each day. And once you start drinking more water, your thirst mechanism will get a lot stronger. Your body will actually remember that it needs water and it'll start to crave it more, which will make it easier to drink water because your thirst will be your reminder. And also, too, don't worry if you have to go to the bathroom a lot. Your bladder will eventually get used to it, to drinking more water. So be patient with it in the beginning. So today we focus on foods and drinks that give you energy, but this is just one piece of the puzzle. So there are six puzzle pieces to address in order to end fatigue and increase your energy for good. So let's quickly look at those six puzzle pieces. And like I said before, it's these puzzle pieces, uh, which are six puzzle pieces to ending fatigue and increasing your energy for good. And again, we didn't have time to go into all these here today, but I wanted you to know that consuming foods and drinks that give you energy is one of the biggest pieces, and addressing foods first will quickly get you results. But if you're really looking for long term and sustainable success with boosting your energy, you'll also want to address these six bulleted items below. It's balancing your blood sugar, addressing your adrenal health, which is your adrenal glands that excrete cortisol, which is related to stress, their stress hormones, and giving your body the exercise that's right for it. And a lot of people think they should be exercising a certain type of way, but really it's all about finding the exercise that's going to be best for you, that you're actually going to do consistently. Also, too, tackling gut health issues such as food sensitivities. Some people don't know the difference between a food sensitivity or an allergy. A food allergy is when you consume a food and you feel the unwanted symptoms right away. But with a food sensitivity, these unwanted symptoms can manifest themselves anywhere between 3 hours up to 72 hours later. And sometimes people never see the connection between how they're feeling and the food that they're eating because it's such a delayed reaction. So, those are the things that you have to make sure that you're looking at. And also, to find ways to de-stress and get more restful sleep. So those are the six puzzle pieces that I really focus on in detail with my when I'm covering with my clients one-on-one or in my health programs. So have you tried to get more sleep in an attempt to get your energy back on your own, but haven't had the results that you want? It's because all six of the puzzle pieces generally need to be addressed. So you might need a little expert help and expert strategies. And if you're ready to quickly end your fatigue and jumpstart your energy, and ready to really transform the way you look and feel in a really healthy way, then I want to invite you to an experience, where I'm going to guide you step by step through a self paced 21-day vitality cleanse program where you're going to eat delicious, fulfilling foods that increase your energy. And self paced means that you start when you're ready. You get all the materials, including the guides and the handbooks, the nutrition and the food videos, the private group support, consolidated all in my online teaching platform that is set up and it's organized in a manner where you know what you need to do on a daily basis. So you have all the guidance from me and from my online teaching platform. So while going through this program, it'll really give your body the chance to reboot and restart and allow you to feel rejuvenated and enjoy your life and have the energy to do the things that you really want to do instead of just quote unquote getting by. And as a result, you're going to be able to get through the day without needing a caffeine or sugar fix because you'll have delicious recipes and meal ideas that will naturally boost your energy. And look, you are not depriving your body of food. You're simply learning what foods will help fuel your body to reach those optimal energy levels. And this is, like I said, this is not a diet, but a lifestyle that you'll be able to tailor for yourself beyond the 21-day program. It's really valuable health concepts that you will learn and apply forever beyond my 21 days worth of education that you'll be getting from me. I really want my clients to absorb valuable knowledge from this program so that they can apply it to their lives for sustainable long term health. That concept alone is what drives me and motivates me to do my job to the fullest. Basically, we know, yes, it's a 21-day program, but you have 3 months access or 90 days access to my online teaching platform. So let me repeat that. It's a 21-day program that you have 90 days access to. And the reason why I do that is because I am constantly updating and adding important food and nutrition material because I strive to give value with detailed content in an organized manner. And I want to equip my clients with the knowledge so that they could be self sufficient in their health journey after they've gained that knowledge from me. So this self-paced vitality cleanse program is not, like I said, it's not just another diet. It's not a diet. In a diet, you find yourself trying to count every calorie you eat, which understandably causes you to become frustrated and give up. And at the end of the day, you find yourself hungry and lethargic. We don't want that. This self-paced 21-day vitality cleanse program isn't about starving your body. It's not about fasting. It's not about juicing or eating strange foods or taking lots of supplements or depriving yourself. Instead, it's about giving your body exactly what it needs to naturally produce energy. And in this program, you also let go of what doesn't serve your body anymore, emotionally and physically, and you'll be able to reclaim your power. So let's take a look at some of the results that you could expect. So below is a list of some of the results that past clients have experienced. Feel more energized, clear in mind, and confident. Feel de-stressed no matter what busy environment you live in because you let go of extra toxins and are lightening the load on your body. Get rid of brain fog and that 3 p.m. energy crash. Lose on average of 3 to 5 pounds. And say goodbye to those cravings, unwanted weight gain, and weight loss resistance, and the bloating for good. You got to get rid of that stuff. You'll receive 3 weeks of meal plans with over 30 delicious recipes. And in the screenshot, if you're looking at the video, these are some of the samples of some of the different recipes that are there. And don't worry, they're not complex. We basically made it sure that these were easy, convenient meals to make. Look, you won't feel deprived with the amazing menu I have put together for you, and you'll know exactly what to buy and to cook. And all the meal plans and recipes you'll receive were created by me and another whole food chef. We worked tirelessly together and we made sure that it satisfied three requirements. One, it was tasty. Two, it was easy to make. And three, it would boost your energy levels and was nutrient dense. So those are the three criteria that we made sure to meet when we created this meal plan. And if you don't want to follow the meal plans, you could simply just follow my documented guidelines to create your own meals. However, most clients love having the meal plan, the shopping list, and easy recipes. And I try to make the process as easy and seamless as possible by providing detail on my resources, all consolidated in my online teaching platform. Such resources include my guidebook, the daily protocol, so you know exactly what to do, and up to 35 recipes. It's anywhere between 30 to 35 recipes. And my also too, you'll get my private support group where I'm answering questions and providing food and nutrition tips. You'll get also to my nutritional videos and my food recipe videos consolidated all in one location when you log into my online teaching platform. And one of the most important concepts is learning a transition lifestyle, which is basically part of the program where you'll learn how to personalize your own lifestyle that is conducive to sustainable and long term health. I do not believe in one size fits all diets. That's why I believe this last step here, this transition lifestyle, is a part of the program, the 21-day program, where you're going to start to actually create a unique lifestyle that's tailored for you and only you. And everybody is different. And if you're following a one size fits all diet, you're doing yourself a disservice because we're all unique organisms and we deserve to actually create a personalized lifestyle that's conducive to all our long-term health success. And that's what I promote in my online teaching platform, which I refer to as the Vitality Cleanse program. And I said I call it Vitality because vitality means energy and strength. And I help people to restore that energy and strength and fix their metabolism because I want people to have optimized metabolisms. So, One of my clients, Soshana, she shared that before starting this program, I had been sick for a few months and was feeling very depleted. The program helped me get back on track and to make more of a commitment to taking care of myself. As a massage therapist, I had heard about a lot of what was shared in the program, but I wasn't implementing it for myself. Going through this program allowed me to feel like myself again. My energy increased, my cravings decreased, and I feel better than I have in months. And then she goes on to say that this program worked well for me because it was not too strict and allowed me to be open to following the program. As a mom and business owner, I also love being able to listen to the video recordings when it was convenient for me. And that's really my goal. Like, I love seeing positive changes within people. At the same time, I love providing useful, valuable resources that could be pulled up whenever needed when they're ready to go. So that's why I have all my documentation all consolidated into one location. So when people are ready to start, they have all the videos in place so they know what they need to do on a daily basis. But also, too, they're supported by me by going into their private Facebook group to ask whatever questions they want and to make sure that I'm always making sure that I'm checking on a daily basis and answering people's questions. So normally my self-paced vitality cleanse program is $189. This is a self-paced 21-day program, which comes out to $9 a day if you do the math at $189. It's an investment cheaper and healthier than taking medications, cheaper than experiencing diabetes or cardiovascular disease or any other chronic disorders, and obviously cheaper than surgery. Invest in your health now with long-term sustainable with basically you want to invest in your health now with a long-term and sustainable health solution that is best for you based on all your research. That's really the goal of my webinar. It's really to equip you with knowledge to make the decision that is best for you. So look, I'm going to gift you $40 off when you sign up for my self-paced Vitality Cleanse program. So the Vitality Cleanse, like I said, is self-paced, so you start when you want to. I've designed this program to give you my support step by step. It's my support by giving you step-by-step guidance that will actually help you stop feeling exhausted and boost your energy, improve your metabolism, all while enjoying your food and feeling fully supported by me. So you may have had trouble making changes in the past, and I don't, and I really do want to show you that this time is going to be different, especially if you have someone to encourage you and to support you and show you what to do step by step. I don't want anything to get in the way of your success. Plus, it helps that I really love what I do because I really love making positive changes within people so that they could go on and thrive in their life and especially in their health. So for those of you who are ready to quickly ditch your fatigue, improve your metabolism, jumpstart your energy, and are ready to transform your look and feel in a really healthy way, then go to this website here. Yes, it's a long URL, shop.heartfulfoods.com/pages/cleanse. Don't worry, I will send you an email so you don't have to worry about remembering this long URL. And like I said, it's gone down to $149 a day, which averages to $7.09 per day. So, but yeah, you could go to this URL and you'll learn more of the details of the program. And on this URL, you could actually direct message me and you could read the details of the program so you could see if it's a right fit for you. Like I said, my goal and my aim is to provide you with as much information as possible. So I welcome you to ask as many questions because I want to make sure that this is something that is a fit and that is right for you. So for all you action takers, like I said, I'm going to sweeten the deal a little because I like providing value to my clients. If you register for my Vitality Cleanse within 2 days of receiving the webinar recording, basically at the end of Friday, this Friday, you'll also receive a time-sensitive bonus. And this time-sensitive bonus is a 30-minute post-cleanse consultation strategy session with me. The session would normally be $149 for one session, but like I said, if you sign up within 2 days of receiving this webinar recording, you'll actually receive the session as my gift to you. So make sure you decide by Friday, end of business. So during this 30-minute session, we'll talk about what the right next steps are for you so that you can extend the benefits of the Vitality Cleanse program. This is really a chance to get one-on-one time with me and get personalized advice to meet your specific needs and your unique physiology. And lastly, I want to gift you with my recipe ebook. To access this recipe guide, I will be emailing you a link to a survey. Click on that link and answer 8 questions. Once you complete my easy 8-question survey with your honest feedback, I will then email you within 24 hours a copy of my healthy, delicious, energy boosting recipe guide. I really do thank you in advance for completing my 8 question survey because your honest feedback truly helps me constantly improve my webinar and my health business in general. So you will receive this email of my survey tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So go ahead and click on that link and provide your feedback. It's basically questions to get your feedback on how I did in this presentation because I need to get that feedback so I can improve. I could improve, and I'm all about improving daily. When it comes to my health, when it comes to my business, I'm always trying to improve and get better. So I need your honest feedback. Once you give me your honest feedback, I will send you this healthy, delicious, energy boosting recipe guide. And I thank you in advance. Thank you in advance for filling out that survey. So one of my recent testimonials, a lady named Lynn, it was a few weeks ago. She basically said, I hope you are well. I have totally embraced the vitality claim that I'm so glad I signed up for these 21 days. It really has changed my life. So thank you for doing it. And then she goes on to ask me, do you have any good recipes for any vegan recipes? Because she wanted to do more vegan stuff. And so that's one of the reasons why I give people 90 days access to my 21-day program, because I'm constantly adding new content to my platform. And people, if they log in, even after they're done with the 21-day program, they might get new recipes, they might get new nutritional videos or whatnot, or cooking demonstration videos, so that they could continually add to their tool belt of health. That is really my goal, to continually provide value to the people that I am currently helping, that I've helped in the past. I want them to continue on with a long-lasting and sustainable, healthy lifestyle. So I'm glad I was able to help Lynn. I look forward to helping you guys and you ladies and you men with your health and improve your metabolism and to create more energy so that you can live a productive lifestyle where you don't have to worry about your fatigue. So I will thank you for your time, and remember, the price is $149. If you have any further questions, you can email me or go to my webpage, which is this long URL. Don't worry, you'll get an email so you can learn more details about my Vitality Cleanse program. Also on that same webpage, which is this long URL right here, you can direct message me any questions you have. And for those people who just want to schedule a one-on-one to learn more about my health services, please reply back to my email and I'll send you a calendar link so that you could reserve time with me for a free 20-minute consult via Zoom or phone. And as stated previously, I believe in being upfront and transparent. So I want to really provide you with as much information as possible so that you can make the best informed decision for yourself. So I thank you for your time today. My name is Brandon Drake. I am a functional nutrition coach and therapeutic chef at my business heartfulfoods.com, where food is medicine. You guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah,